Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another player build. Now I asked you guys what player build I'd like to do, and that was a grinder, and I posed the question of which grinder should we choose, because I like to do them. They're a little bit different, and in the gameplay itself, like in GM mode and what have you, grinders are my favorite by far, because they bring such an edge to the game. They really make a difference in your simulations. But in ESHL, not so much. People seem to abuse them a little bit for their speed. So I asked you, what should we do? A lot of you guys suggested Ryan Callahan because he's the top-rated grinder in the game. Unfortunately, Ryan Callahan's attributes are all really high at about 85, in that range, and that's throughout his entire attribute category. So it's really difficult for me to achieve 85 overall throughout a player just using the grinder. Maybe we recreate Ryan Callahan as a two-way forward, because that's very, very, very possible. However, with this, in this game, it's not possible to get him as a grinder. So instead, I took the second or third highest rated overall grinder. We're going to be doing Jannik Hansen of the Vancouver Canucks. Alright, so let's jump in here without further ado. Let's take a look at the hockey shop and see exactly how Jannik Hansen looks. Wrist shot power +5, wrist shot accuracy +5, and wrist shot power +3. Speed +5, speed +3, acceleration +5, offensive awareness +5, agility +5, and aggressiveness +5. Final row, strength +5, passing +5, and puck control +5. So, if you do want to make that your guy a center, what I would suggest for you is potentially taking the +5 off of aggressiveness and placing it onto face-offs. If you're not comfortable doing that, I would recommend maybe taking down offensive awareness, I guess. I don't know. I'd honestly sacrifice the aggressiveness over the offensive awareness in this game. So let's take a look exactly at how Ryan. Jeez, I've got Ryan Callahan's name stuck in my head. Jannik Hansen. Look at Jannik Hansen and see how he looks in the game. Now, one of the benefits to building Jannik Hansen as a grinder in ESHL, he's one of the players they use to base the attribute system on for the grinders. So it's easier to get there with him. So for the stick, I chose the Bauer pre-order stick. The reason why is Hansen uses a Bauer Vapor APX. However, his is green. So instead of just using the regular same old, I thought I'd spice it up and use the Bauer pre-order pack. So anybody's got that, you can slap that on him. It's going to be pretty much identical to Ryan. Oh my God, Jannik Hansen. All right, for skates, Bauer Vapor APXs. Mitts, Reebok 11Ks. And for the helmet, also the Reebok 11K. All right, let's go on to his information. Jannik Hansen, number 36, 6'1", 195 pounds. Go on to how he looks like. All right, so custom head 4, skin tone 5, short shaggy hair, light brown in color. Stubble for facial hair. I put the facial hair as red. Eyebrow regular 1, light brown eyebrow color. Green eyes. No black eyes or scars. However, I did put freckles on because Jannik Hansen does have a couple marks all over his face. Not nearly as populated as my created character appears to be. Let's take a look at the helmet, or the customization. Straight Bauer visor, clear tint, big shoulder pads, short pants, no jersey tuck, sock tucked in the front only, stick tape white. All right, so there's Jannik Hansen in how he looks, as well as the hockey shop. So we covered both of those. Now, I built him as a right wing because he is a right wing player. It's totally up to you guys how you want to create Jannik Hansen. Like I said, if you want to create him as a center, you're going to need to do so in that fashion. My pro will go back in. We'll go to the attribute system, or attributes, and we'll take a look how Jannik Hansen stacks up in comparison to his real-life counterpart, as EA has represented him in the game. All right, so deking 80, hand-eye 80. Offensive awareness, 80. Passing, 80. Puck control, 80. Slap shot, I have added something to slap shot at 74 accuracy and 75 power. It's up to you whether or not you want to have that, or if you want to spread it out over your wrist shot attributes, passing, puck control, offensive awareness, hand-eye, if you want to boost those up there. Wrist shot accuracy at 80, and wrist shot power at 85. On to defense. Aggressiveness, 86. Body checking, 86. Defensive awareness, 84. Discipline, 80. Stock for face-offs and fighting skill. Shot blocking at 73. And stick checking at 85. Now, if you are a centerman, what I would recommend to you is taking the attributes off discipline and the attributes off shot blocking and putting them into face-offs. If you still need a little bit more, then I guess you could drop the stick checking down a little bit, okay? It's up to you guys exactly what you want to do and how you want to customize it. Now, somebody also asked me, why would a right wing need faceoffs? Because commonly, I do apply attributes to faceoffs for my right wings. In fact, for my playmaker right wing, I max it out to 84. And the reason being is, for those of you that don't know, if you've played even a few games in EASHL, if your centerman takes a penalty, it's up to somebody else to step in and take the faceoffs. Now, if the team is full, you got 6v6, that means the right winger is going to be jumping in there and taking the faceoff. If you happen to have any computers on the ice for a forward, they'll be taking the faceoffs. But just in case your centerman takes the faceoffs and you're the next best bet, you need to make sure you've got something in that category so you're not getting clowned on the penalty kill. All right, athleticism. Acceleration 89, agility 85, balance 65, durability 65, both of those are stock, endurance 83, speed 89, and strength at 85. Now, the reason why I've chosen strength over balance is simple. Balance in this game does not seem to have as much of an effect as strength does. And here's the reason why. Remember in NHL 12 when your guy would spin out and lose control, if you took a turn too tight? That doesn't happen in NHL 13. Your guy just doesn't take the turn that tight is how it happens. He just cuts really, really wide. Okay? So, with the balance factor, that they describe it as keeping your player on his skates, his ability to resist hits, etc. Well, strength does almost the identical same thing. Strength keeps you on your skates from hits. It also affects shot power, body checking power. It affects your ability to take a hit. It affects your ability to, what else? Punch, like in a fight. So strength has a much more applicable factor to it than balance would in NHL 13 anyway. That could change come NHL 12, but at least for this year, I think that strength versus balance always takes strength. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Keep sending in your suggestions for players to build. As I told you before, I absolutely love doing these videos. These are absolute blasts to recreate players from the NHL. I really like to flex my creative muscle while I'm doing it. So, send them in. This is a series I think we're going to keep going right through NHL 14 due to its popularity. You guys let me know. Are you still enjoying this series? I'm thinking you are, but let me know. Anyway, guys, I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.